It is Asahi Pentax S3 update time. So, I did several videos on trying to repair this camera's shutter lag and mirror lag issues. And I seem to have got it working, and then it would stop. And then I would get it working again and it would stop, and it was just inconsistent in its operation. So I filmed a video where I disassembled way deep down into the camera, and unfortunately those videos were on an old phone that just really didn't produce good footage, so I kind of lost them. But what I've got going now with this camera is, after disassembling deep down into the camera, I have this issue, right, where you can see that the film advance is a little wonky, right? So right now, fully charged, shutter will fire. Maybe the shutter will fire. Let's see. All right. So shutter's charged. Fires. I have it on bulb, by the way. So now when I go to recharge the shutter, there's zero resistance in the movement of the advance lever here. It's not catching like it should. It doesn't catch until here. And I get a little bit of catch. I have to kind of force it. Come all the way back. Do it again. And now it'll advance. So it's like this triple charge system, right? So to get it to fire, I've got to charge through the shutter a couple times, which is obviously not ideal. It would still function, but it's not what you want. So shutter will fire, advance. Oh, there we go. There's a double. It'll fire. So I suspect that during my disassembly, that the gear inside here that operates everything got rotated. So it's not in alignment anymore. That's just my assumption. But through that process of trying to figure out, what was going on with this camera, I realized that I might need a parts camera to be able to get this functional. So keeping an eye out on eBay for something similar to the Asahi Pentax S3 that I could harvest parts from that was going to be affordable. And that's when this showed up, because why have one broken Pentax when you can have two? So this is a Honeywell Pentax H1A. The differences between these two cameras is very minimal. You can see that there's a little bit of a difference here in the film counter system. This is slightly different in its approach. Still functions the same. Still, no light meter, manual focus, M42 mount system, 1/1000th, 1/500th of a second. Kit lens that came on the Honeywell. And doing my research, I believe this is the actual kit lens that comes with it, which is the Super Takumar f2.55 versus the S3, which has and I don't even know if this is the correct lens for this camera, but this is the Auto Takumar 1855. So the interesting thing to me about both of these is they're both manufactured by the same company, Asahi, but this one was for the US market. And it was sold in the US market as a Honeywell Pentax because Asahi was far too Japanese of a name for a company to be selling products in the US in the 1950s and early 60s. That's not very long after World War II. So any camera or any product with a Japanese name was kind of, looked down upon. And you can see on the backs of each camera here, it is, Asahi Optical Company, Asahi optical company. Um, these cameras are so identical in almost every approach to the camera that it's crazy to me that they're actually quite different in the end, with the 1/500th versus 1/1000th, the difference in the film counter, and difference in the kit lens that came with it, and even just the just the fact that they went through the trouble to change the nameplates out on these, to manufacture them. It's very interesting to me. So I guess now the plan is to get this one operational, figure out what's going on here with the film advance. And once this one's operational like that, just leave it alone, leave it be as is. So it should be a nice camera, a nice fun camera once it's up and running, if it ever gets there. And then for this, I've been kind of dabbling in some modifications, film, camera modifications, external, aesthetics modifications. And I think this is going to be one of those cameras that goes through an extensive external modification. Been practicing on replacing leatherettes on some of my other rangefinders that are all busted, and I posted a short the other day on one of those. But I guess the plan then is with this one is, get it operational, because this one, I forgot to mention that, but this one is also non-operational. Let's see, I don't know if I can, oh, it is. The mirror is in the locked up position. So I got to figure out that, which shouldn't be too terribly difficult considering the experience that I have with the S3, but who knows? Maybe maybe it'll turn into another S3 where I have to buy yet another Pentax to to get it working, which the wife's not going to be happy about. But it is what it is. Sometimes you got sometimes you got to spend money to have fun, or to make cameras work. I don't know. There's whatever. So we'll see what the future holds. But my big time goal is to get the S3 operational, to get the H1A operational, and then modify visually the H1A. We'll see. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it won't. Maybe I'll keep making videos. Maybe I won't. Yeah, who knows? It's tough because, I have to juggle lots of different things in my life. So try to do as much as I can. All right.